Nestled high in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado, an elegant white mansion stands sentinel over the valley of Estes Park. It opened its doors in 1909, a vision of grandeur brought to life by the inventor Freeland Oscar Stanley. He had come to Colorado seeking health, a place to recover from a serious illness, and in the crisp mountain air, he found more than just a cure. He found a home and built a legacy. What began as a luxury resort, a summer retreat for the wealthy, soon became something else entirely. It became known as one of America's most haunted places. Imagine walking through its doors today. You're greeted by fine wood, high ceilings, and a sense of history that hangs in the air. There's a grand ballroom, a concert hall, and long, winding corridors. When the wind blows through the mountain pines outside, a profound silence falls over the hotel. But it's in this quiet that the stories begin. Over the decades, countless guests and staff members have reported strange and unexplainable happenings. Their accounts paint a picture of a place where the past isn't just remembered. It's still alive. People speak of hearing the faint laughter of children echoing from empty hallways, a joyful sound with no visible source. Late at night, piano music has been known to drift from the ballroom, its beautiful melody played by unseen hands. Shadowy figures are glimpsed in the periphery, fleeting apparitions that walk past doorways and disappear. The sound of footsteps follows people in the night, and lights flicker on and off without cause. Guests have reported sudden, bone-chilling cold spots in otherwise warm rooms, and even the unsettling sensation of an unseen touch when they know for a fact they are completely alone. But among all the haunted spaces in this sprawling hotel, one room holds a particular legend, a story that has made it infamous around the world. Room 217. The tale begins back in 1911, not long after the hotel first opened. The building was still using a gas lighting system, and a leak had developed in the pipes beneath this very room. A head chambermaid named Elizabeth Wilson entered the room, carrying a lit candle to begin her duties. The moment she crossed the threshold, a massive explosion tore through the floor, ripping the room apart. Miraculously, she survived the blast, though with serious injuries. She lived out the rest of her life, but many believe her spirit, her sense of duty, never truly left room 217. For decades since, guests staying in that room have reported bizarre occurrences. They'll leave their suite in a state of disarray, only to return and find their clothes neatly folded and their suitcases mysteriously unpacked. It's as if an unseen housekeeper is still tending to the room, tidying up after the guests. This ghostly maid is said to be a friendly, if slightly meddlesome, presence. She's not malicious, just particular. Her story is one of the cornerstones of the hotel's haunted lore, a gentle ghost in a place full of whispers. The hotel's reputation for the paranormal was known locally for years, but it was in 1974 that an event occurred that would catapult it onto the world stage. A young, up-and-coming writer checked in for a single night, just before the hotel was due to close for the long, isolating winter season. His name was Stephen King. He and his wife were the only guests. They roamed the silent, empty corridors, dined alone in a vast, vacant dining room, and heard faint music echoing from the deserted halls. The solitude and the building's palpable atmosphere began to work on his imagination. That night, as the wind howled outside, King had a terrifying nightmare. He dreamed that his young son was running frantically through the hotel's long hallways, his face a mask of pure terror. Chasing him relentlessly was a fire hose, come to life and sneaking along the floor like a predator. He woke up with a start, the dream so vivid, so real, that he was shaken to his core. He got out of bed, lit a cigarette, and stared out the window at the dark mountains. By the time the sun rose, the skeleton of a new story had been born in his mind. Soon after, the world was introduced to The Shining, a novel about a family trapped in the sinister, snowbound Overlook Hotel. The book became a sensation, and its subsequent film adaptation made the hotel an icon of horror. The Stanley Hotel was the direct inspiration for the Overlook, and suddenly, this elegant resort in Estes Park was world famous. It was no longer just a beautiful historic hotel. It was a pilgrimage site for horror fans and paranormal enthusiasts. Today, the Stanley Hotel fully embraces its haunted reputation. It welcomes hundreds of thousands of visitors each year, from paranormal seekers and ghost hunters to die-hard Stephen King fans and simply curious travelers. The hotel offers ghost tours and nightly haunted history packages, guiding visitors through its most active paranormal hotspots. You'll see people wandering the stairwells at 3 in the morning, cameras at the ready, hoping to capture a spectral image or an orb of light, irrefutable proof of the supernatural. The legends live on. Some say the ghosts of the past are still very much in residence. They say the spirit of the founder, Freeland Oscar Stanley, can still be seen overseeing his hotel, and that his wife, Flora, is the one playing the piano late at night in the concert hall. The chambermaid, Elizabeth Wilson, continues her eternal duties in room 217, quietly folding clothes for unsuspecting guests. And in the hallways, the ghostly laughter of unseen children still dances in the air. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying one simple fact. The Stanley Hotel feels different after dark. There's a weight to the silence, an energy in the old walls that you can't quite explain. Once you step inside and the grand doors close behind you, the atmosphere takes hold. It's a place where history, legend, and a touch of fear intertwine. It's a place that might just change the way you think about the world and what might exist just beyond our sight. So I have to ask you, would you spend a night here? Knowing what you know now, would you dare to walk those long, silent halls after midnight? Or would you run for the door the very first time the lights began to flicker? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow for more stories from the world's most mysterious places.